Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. By the way, top Wall Street investment companies' participation in Ripple's private roadshow shows rising interest in a prospective initial public offering. After distributing 1 billion XRP tokens in June, Ripple immediately placed $900 million in an escrow account and announced the Clarity Bill. We'll take a look at XRP as well. Finally, financial analyst Linda Jones suggests that Ripple go public when XRP is inexpensive. But will an inflated market cap be avoided by this? Read on to the conclusion for more information. Important Wall Street investment firms recently participated in a secret marketing event to drum up interest in a possible initial public offering for Ripple, marking a watershed moment in the company's burgeoning momentum. Fox Business reporter Eleanor Tarek tweeted recently that in April, Ripple held a private roadshow to attract potential investors and spark interest in Ripple's IPO. She said that many prominent Wall Street investment firms were rumored to be present. An analyst had earlier published an estimate of Ripple's price, detailing a scenario in which each share goes for $600, and the UK journalists disclosed this estimate shortly thereafter. Tourette noted that Ripple's April move does not indicate that the company will launch an IPO in the coming months after a successful public listing. She stressed that preparation for an IPO typically takes at least 6 months. The fact that Ripple spoke with prominent Wall Street analysts during its roadshow demonstrates its seriousness about exploring the possibility of an IPO in response to tariffs tweet. Famous lawyer John Deaton weighed in on the issue. His argument was that Ripple stands to benefit if the company wins its ongoing legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission or obtains a lenient verdict, and if it is determined that XRP sales do not constitute securities. In the end, the attorney thinks Ripple will benefit from the SEC case if it is decided that all present and future sales are not securities. When the dust settles from the legal struggle, Ripple may be in a stronger position to deploy its technology and increase its market share in the blockchain sector, says Deaton. The fact that Ripple managed to catch the interest of major institutional investors during the roadshow speaks much about the company's growing popularity and its ability to persevere despite the challenges posed by the SEC litigation. Less than 24 hours after releasing 1 billion coins, Ripple has returned 900 million XRP to escrow as standard operating procedure, according to data from cryptocurrency whale tracking service Whale Alert. As was previously announced, the Silicon Valley firm handed out 1 billion XRP on June 1. A total of $900 million was uncovered in 3 separate transactions by Whale Alert. A few hours after the release of 1 billion XRP from escrow, the XRP was placed back into the escrow wallet. The amounts of SRP used in these deals were 200 million, 300 million, and 400 million. On June 1 at exactly 1818 Universal Time Coordinated, Ripple escrowed 200 million XRP, valued at $101.79 million. In a second transaction that occurred just 5 minutes later, the escrow wallet received 300 million XRP valued $152.7 million. End of the Ripple. Additional 400 million XRP worth $204.118 million were locked in a third transaction. After waiting for 2 minutes. As a result, 90% of the 1 billion tokens issued by Ripple on June 1 have been secured. First, it should be mentioned that Ripple has been actively implementing this innovation. The majority of each monthly supply of XRP currencies are held in escrow by the corporation, while the remainder tokens are used to fund business operations. Remarkably, 16 hours after releasing 1 billion XRP tokens from escrow in May, Ripple locked back 700 million XRP. The deals were made. Despite the ongoing SEC investigation, the XRP price has remained rather stable thanks to this method. Recently, escrow executions coincided with XRP's incredible 2.3% price gain over the previous day. One of the top 6 cryptos. Some market analysts have seen a little uptick in the value of currencies in circulation at the time of publication. Over the past 7 days, XRP has risen by more than 11%. The latest price increase suggests that investors are confident Ripple will win the SEC litigation. A decision on summary judgment has not yet been scheduled. The ongoing speculation that this case would be closed before the end of this month is particularly interesting. A member of the XRP community made a disclosure that lends credence to earlier accounts. Furthermore, John Deaton, the lawyer who is widely regarded as the father of crypto law, has commented on the new Bipartisan Securities Clarity Act. This week in the House, Representatives Darren Soto and Tom Emmer gave a presentation to clarify that a digital asset given as an investment contract in its early stages does not necessarily turn into a security. The Securities Clarity Act was introduced. If the Securities Clarity Act is passed, the SEC will be unable to claim that the vast majority of cryptocurrencies are subject to its jurisdiction. In response to the news, Attorney Deaton expressed regret that the law was necessary due to the SEC's dogged pursuit of expanding the Howey test to secondary markets. He noted that the out-of-control authorities have been trying to expand the Howey test into secondary markets, while being unable to cite an example in which the underlying asset of an investment contract qualifies as a security. Many crypto-focused businesses, such as LBI and Kraken, have been the target of enforcement actions as a result of this purported overreach. During the most recent congressional oversight session, business leaders once again lamented the unpredictability of the regulatory environment. Even Secretary Chair Gary Gensler couldn't definitively label XRP or Ethereum as securities. The recently revealed Securities Clarity Measure was discussed not long after Congress questioned Gensler in the oversight hearing, despite this remarkable extension of the Howey test. The Howey test is a judicial analysis that can be used to determine if a certain transaction constitutes a security. One of the most contentious issues since the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit began is the validity of the test. The US SEC believes that Ripple's XRP sales pass the Howey test. It's worth noting that top lawyers like Deaton and Ripple's legal team have disputed the assertion made by regulatory watchdogs. As far as Deaton is concerned, the SEC has made the Howey test infinitely flexible in both time and space. According to Deaton, the SEC only gave XRP's Howey test application a superficial look. He emphasized that all deals have to pass his inspection. In addition to expanding the scope of the Howey test, the SEC also failed to differentiate between XRP purchases made directly from Ripple and those made on secondary marketplaces. XRP supporters believe the move is part of a larger effort by the Commission to tie up secondary market sales of coin. It's worth noting that Attorney Deaton and more than 75,000 XRP investors successfully prevented the scheme by filing an amicus curiae brief. As a result of the amicus curiae brief provided by XRP holders, Attorney Deaton believes that Judge Annalisa Torres will consider XRP's secondary market sales in her forthcoming summary judgment opinion. The question of whether or not Ripple should release its IPO has dominated discussion all day. While XRP is inexpensive to prevent a bloated market cap, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to be among the first to know about any XRP-related updates. Known cryptocurrency expert Linda Jones has shared her thoughts on a possible Ripple IPO, stating that the company would be wise to go public now, when the price of XRP is relatively low. Jones claims that if the price of XRP were to drop, it would prevent an unrealistically high market valuation, increasing the likelihood that Ripple would go public. Mark Phillips, a member of the United States Air Force, asked Jones what advantages Ripple would have over a privately held company if it were publicly traded. She elaborated on the benefits of Ripple being a publicly traded corporation, such as its enhanced ability to attract new institutional clients, shortly after the pending dispute was settled. The regulatory scrutiny and openness that come with being a publicly traded firm may also give Ripple an edge in the volatile cryptocurrency industry. Jones provided more supporting evidence for her earlier than expected IPO prediction for Ripple in a separate discussion thread. First, she mentioned that in April of 2023, Ripple will host a personal roadshow with analysts to illustrate that the company is actively engaging with professionals and soliciting their input. Additionally, organizations with sufficient cash reserves, such as Ripple with its $1 billion fund, are better positioned to go public even in a challenging IPO market, as stated by Jones, who has 25 years of involvement in the financial sector. In addition, the financial expert emphasized the potential momentum that the end of the ongoing legal struggle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission could bring, resulting in significant demand for Ripple's initial public offering. Jones stated in a similar speech that Ripple would be worth $600 per share based on multiple indices, a 20-fold increase from its current value. Jones' findings suggest that Ripple may strategically time its IPO to coincide with low XRP prices, mitigating the company's market cap risk and maximizing opportunities to move forward with pending litigation. This video has now come to a close, gentlemen. Do me a favor and like the video. If it was fun for you, that is. Be sure to hit the bell icon and subscribe to my channel. See you later, bye.